Hello everyone, Apollo Stories here, back with yet another horror story. And this story is from India. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more horror stories and content on this channel. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story revolves around 25-year-old female working in a call center in Mumbai. Her name is Shruti, and she is a vigilant worker who works 9 to 5 job in a call center. She lives in Mumbai in a dorm with rest of her colleagues and friends, and she takes a bus to the work that is provided by company. As at one day when she got off from work, she and the rest of her colleagues were inside the bus that took them to work and to home. As she was sitting next to her friend, as she heard one of her colleagues say about the rumor that a train passes a station that has been abandoned, and when the train is about to pass that station, everyone in the train closes all its windows and doors. No one is allowed to speak or even open a window at that time because the station is said to be cursed and all. This piqued her interest because she was a non believer in ghosts and all this stuff. So she thought that it was a hoax and she wanted to experience it for herself. So she got a ticket for the next Sunday when her day was off of the same train that passed by the station that was near the city. She got on the train. It was 8 p.m. when the train was about to enter the station. It was 15 minutes away as everyone was starting to close the windows and everything. As she was sitting in an economy class where everyone else was sitting, the woman sitting in front of her closed the window as she said, "Arey ma'am, why are you closing the window? I took this seat personally so that I can look at the view." "Listen, girl," the lady said, "this happens whenever we enter the station. If you want to experience it, why don't you come when no one is here alone? And when might that be?" The girl asked in cockiness. "That might be the next Sunday. You see, the next Sunday is when everyone is off. You might want to come that day." As soon the station was passed, and she was disappointed that she couldn't see what it was in the station, as she now was more resolved to figure out the theory. As the woman saw the glint in her eyes and said, "Listen, girl, I know what you're thinking, and I will advise you that it is not a good reason to do and, well, mess with these things." "What are you talking about, ma'am? I'm not going to do anything. I know what you're thinking. You're going to take that train, aren't you?" "Why, yes, I am." "Don't take it, girl. Take it from me and my advice. You will you don't want to mess with those stuff and ghostly otherworldly things. They will haunt you for the rest of your life." "I'm not scared, and I don't believe in ghosts and stuff," she said as she got off on the next station and returned to her work. For the next week, her anticipation grew, and the soon next Sunday came. She did the exact same thing as she did before. As she entered the train that night from her station in Mumbai, she was quite surprised to see the train empty, as the train was traveling after leaving the station. Her anticipation and excitement grew as she drew out her camera, and as the train was about to enter the station, soon her gaze was fallen upon a woman that was sitting a few bogies away from her. She was quite confused. When did the woman get on? The woman was completely covered, head to toe. She couldn't make anything out of her, as it was quite dark. As the train entered the station, she was quite surprised. As soon she got the camera out of her bogey's, well, window and started to record. It was an abandoned station, nothing else, and nothing pretty there. And soon the station passed. She was quite disappointed that nothing happened. As she then saw the woman disappearing, and she heard a breathing behind her ear, she froze, and chills ran down her spine. Her eyes widened. The woman disappeared. The train didn't even stop, and not only that, there was breathing behind her. You want to see what the undead looks like. You want to see what we feel. You want to see what the station holds. Don't you? No, I. Shut up, girl. I know why you are here. You want to see the ghost ride? Here, the woman said as she appeared in front of her. Her eyes widened. It was the same woman that advised her to not open any windows or doors when she was traveling previously. And she was surprised and terrified to see that the woman was in front of her as she smiled. You see, little girl, this is what a ghost looked like. As she disappeared in front of her, causing her to scream in agony and horror as she passed out. On to the next station when the train stopped, the ticket conductor went inside to check if anyone was present and was shocked to find a girl as she was rushed to hospital. And from that day onward, when she woke up, she never returned to travel in night in any train. She was afraid that she might encounter the same old lady again because she now knew that she was the ghost that everyone feared, the same ghost that traveled with them throughout that station every night. She was now downright terrified of her and the trains. So, what do you think of this story, guys? I hope you like this one, and if you do, or have any kinds of stories similar to this one, comment down below and I will put them into the video. This is Apollo Stories, and I'm signing out. Peace.